Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight to talk about some MLB news. I'm starting some MLB news. I've been doing wrestling. I've done NASCAR news. I'm doing the wrestling. So why not add MLB news, ladies and gentlemen? Doing the NBA news. Might do some NASCAR news videos soon. Just doing different stuff. So yeah, let's get to the MLB news that I wrote down. I found on Instagram from JPA Baseball. Some news. I found 5 stories I want to really talk about. First thing I want to talk about is the Dodgers. They signed or re-signed Austin Barnes to a 2-year contract extension. Didn't say how much money, but it's a 2-year contract. And I don't mind it. He's a good backup catcher for us when he catches. He's one of the best framers probably in the league. But he's not a great hitter, but he has his moments. I mean, he's a hitter, he has his moments. He's one of the best catchers in the league. Talking about framing and stuff like that. He's really good behind the plate catching. He's an alright hitter. I'm not saying he's great or bad. He's just meh, below average. But he has his moments. But I mean, every hitter in the league has their moments, even if they're terrible. Sometimes they'll have their moments. So, and a good 2-year extension, I guess, to be the backup catcher. And when Will Smith DHs, he is in the lineup. So, yeah. So decent, I guess. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So at least Dodgers got Austin Barnes for the next 2 years. Next thing I want to talk about is Anthony DeSclafani. He'll undergo surgery to settle a peroneal tendon in his right ankle, and he'll be out the rest of the season. He really struggled this year. I believe I don't know what his record was. I know it wasn't good. He had a 9.95 ERA. DeSclafani was terrible for the Giants during the times he's pitched this year. He got that big contract for a 9.95 ERA, near a 10 ERA. So, yeah, Anthony DeSclafani just getting hit around. So, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Not saying I'm rooting for injuries, I don't like injuries, but maybe this is a blessing in disguise for the Giants, because Anthony DeSclafani has been terrible. But the Giants are still playing trash anyway, so it doesn't matter, really. Because the Giants are playing trash right now. So, but the Giants probably regret paying DeSclafani that big, massive contract for near a 10 ERA. So, ooh. The Mets are among teams to check in on Trey Mancini. It's the next thing we want to talk about. This will be a good fit for the Mets, because I think they said something like they're not satisfied with the production they're getting from J.D. Davis and Dom Smith. So Trey Mancini, good hitter, better hitter than those two. I mean, J.D. Davis is alright. I mean, it's just Dom Smith's not really consistent. If I was them, I'd want Trey Mancini. It'd be a good pickup. I think at first base, and he's a good hitter, better hitter than what they have. So I don't blame the Mets if they do trade for him. It'd be a good move. The Nationals have exercised a contract option to the manager of Dave Martinez for 2023. People are like, oh, what the fuck are they doing? They suck. Because they're in a rebuild right now, and they're inevitably going to trade away Juan Soto. It's going to happen, because Juan Soto ain't staying in that team for a few years just for a rebuild. And he just won a World Series a few years ago, so I mean, he can still be a good manager, but maybe he's not. But I mean, this is a rebuild right now. The Nationals are rebuilding, so we'll see. The Nationals offered Juan Soto a 13-year, $425 million contract. The deal's up from the team's initial offer, $350 million. So the team's offer is up. That's the last thing we want to talk about. Juan Soto, I think he probably I just don't think he's going to re-sign with them. I think he's either going to leave in free agency or he's going to get traded. But the Nationals need to at least try and explore a trade, because you can't lose Juan Soto for nothing. So, yeah. They need to try and get something for Juan Soto. If he's not going to stay, they need to at least try and explore a trade so they can get some, maybe top prospects, some young players. I don't know. But, yeah, that's all I have to say for this MLB news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start doing these whenever I can find some MLB news. But, yeah, until next time, Alkali. ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for watching.